Hey dudes and chicks and neither flows or nobody, welcome to Fake Last Time. My name is Katie. Today I am going to be popping this palette's cherry, the Merry Mean one by Notoriously Morbid. I'm actually super excited about it, even though it's a Christmas palette, and I'm going to tell you guys why as we go into the video. If you guys are interested in seeing what I think about this fucking Christmas as fuck palette, or you want to see how I got this look, or if you just like to watch, then hang out. I am going to, you know, it's funny, I actually really like this color story, and I am going to, oh fuck man, actually now I'm undecided. Shoot, okay, never mind. I'm not even gonna fuck with that, because here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna go into this, shit! I'm gonna go into this teal green, and we'll just see what happens from there. I feel like my camera looks really dark, and I'm just not sure why. I thought this was going to be the darker color, but I think I'm mistaken. That's actually really light. What? I'm going in with a smaller brush. Okay, I'm just going to do the outer corner with this, because I just wanted to use this to get the dimension, but this is looking pretty minty, and it actually matches my shirt perfectly, which you guys can't see. I want to get inside all those little crinkles, and I'm just keeping this on the inside of my outer V, which I normally don't do. I normally, if you ever look, you'll see that the color, because look, it's like, I even tried to keep it up, and it's like way below my crease line on the underside of my lash line. Which is fine, because I always blow my lower lash line out anyways, and I'm probably going to do that again today. But when I'm trying not to do that, I don't want to fucking do it. Why do I do what I don't want to? That was actually an accident, and that's the gig for people with hooded eyes. You never know where your shit's going to land. I mean, you do. You get used to it. You figure it out. You learn it. And also, you'll place color in a certain place and then wonder why it's fucking disappeared or clear down below where you didn't want it to go. Like, it kind of travels. Hooded eyes are traveling eyes. It's like fucking Houdini. Like, wait a minute, didn't I just use an entire fucking pan to put the color in that outer V? Where did it go? Where is it? Houdini. Fucking disappearing act. What do hooded eyes and all my ex-boyfriends have in common? I don't know what I'm going to do when the standard of the guys I date raises. What will I do? Now, I'm just going to go into this. Oh, see, there's a ton of kick up there. Into this, which I like, because that means that it's Notoriously Morbid. Yeah, this is going to be dark. This color is going to be dark. So you can use it very sparingly. What am I going to do for that goddamn inner corner then? There is a lot of really cool green shifters in this. Yeah, go easy on this, guys. This color can get out of control really quickly. So if you look, it looks like this color is going to be the deeper shade and this color is going to be the lighter shade. It's the opposite. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. For one, I'm gonna stop dipping into this fucking pan. How about that? How about that? And since this is the lighter color, I'm just going 50% on, actually like 90% on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, maybe I want to do that. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to do that. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go over that teal with this deep green. Just completely. I mean, you're still going to be able to see it. I'm just going over it. I'm still glad I did it. I don't feel like it was a waste of time, but am I actually going to go all in on a Christmas look right now? I think I am. So I guess I'll talk about it. So this is the first Christmas that I've had that I'm really excited about it. I can't tell you guys all the reasons why, but I can tell you some of the reasons why. I've been looking for an apartment. Some of you know that, some of you don't, in the town that I came from, and it's been difficult. Now I'm going to go in with that light teal, and I'm going to just kind of go around with that. So the teal is the blender shade. I mean, if that matters to you, it might not. That doesn't mean I'm all into Christmas. It just means I'm actually pretty excited about Christmas. So I've been looking for a place, and it's been daunting, and it was starting to look like pretty fucking grim. And I was actually just like on my way to Missoula to, you know, go to work, pull my normal grind that I pull during the week. Thursday through Sunday, I go over there and I have a job and I work. My situation has kind of like colored the lenses through which I saw my job, because it was like pretty difficult, but like my daughter doesn't want to leave that town because she, you know, her life is there, her boyfriend's there, her friends are there, her school is there, she's got plans, and I support her. So this got a little too dark for me, but oh well. I'm just gonna keep making I'm gonna keep doing this part and make it darker so that the outside looks lighter. Anyway, I was headed back to town on Wednesday night, and I looked like 10 bags of smashed assholes. Like, literally. I was wearing, like, long johns sticking out of jeans that have a huge hole in the crotch. I was wearing my beanie for, like, 2 or 3 days editing videos. As you guys have seen, I told you guys I was going to upload all of those older videos and, you know, be uploading content. And I've been working really tirelessly on doing that. And so I basically was in my bed with my bed desk for all of my days off with my beanie on because my hair looked like shit and I need a haircut. Essentially, like, I just went to Missoula looking like a hobo, which I'm not above looking like a hobo. I'm on my way. My friend on the way out of town on the prior Sunday sent me a text that was like, dude, you need to go to the showing. It's on Wednesday from 3 to 7. It's a house for $1,000 a month. And I don't know where everybody's from, but, you know, when I tell people that are from California that are here visiting that, you know, $1,600 is a lot, or like $425,000 for a 2-bedroom house with no basement is really expensive. And they're like, honestly, we're from California. That's a fucking steal. This 2-bedroom house, and I go to the showing looking like a bum because I'm on my way there, and I think if it's meant to be for me, then it will be. It doesn't fucking matter what I look like. And I look like shit, and I thought, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to show up. And so I did, and I walked in, and it was my friend. And so me and Zoe on Wednesday night sealed the deal on a little tiny 2-bedroom house for an affordable price. That's something that I can feel good about. So I'm really excited. We went and put some of our stuff in there yesterday, and we have our own place for Christmas. It's pretty fucking spectacular. And I'm going to talk more about that at a certain point. Not quite ready to air all my dirty laundry to you guys, but almost. I'm going to use one of these Blend Bunny brushes. I'm not sure which one, but hold please. Just give me one momento. I actually am getting so many brushes, it's getting hard. It's getting hard. I'm going to use this thicky, it's like a thicky pencil brush disguised as a blender brush. And I'm going to do the underbelly of my eye. I have a feeling I'm going to hate it if I do what I'm about to do. Yeah, that looks good. In fact, I know I am. I know I'm gonna hate it. Why am I gonna do it anyway? I'm such a fucking punk. I'm like, oh, you're gonna hate it? You know, I really actually, and I just enjoy pulling shit even on myself, which... So anyway, the other thing, so what kind of brought that all up was that I don't know what it is about this palette, but I actually kind of like it. I'm not like all Grinchy. I'm not like, ooh, I hate, ooh, like bah humbug. I love the Grinch. I don't love the Grinch. I don't love Scrooge. I don't fucking love anything about Christmas. But it just so happens that this Christmas, it doesn't feel like I'm actually dying. That's what's nice, is like every single Christmas, I actually feel like I'm not gonna survive it. And this Christmas, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, fucking bring it on, I got it. And I'll tell you guys why after Christmas, but those of you who are parents, you probably know already just from me saying that. I don't know if it requires being a parent to like have the Christmas spirit. A lot of people have the Christmas spirit. Here's what I think is, if you don't have kids, you may or may not know how stressful Christmas actually is. Okay, I'm gonna blend it out with this teal, which is like surprisingly light. I don't even know how they did that, to tell you the truth. Because this color is like Notoriously Morbid rarely, you know, their colors, even like the pastels, are like fierce. And this is just really staying light. It's weird. You guys are gonna shit your pants when you see what I'm about to do. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Why am I doing it? I need to stick with the fucking plan. No, I don't. I can do whatever I want. But I'll tell you this, what I'm doing right now isn't gonna work with this color. Fucking dark ass green doesn't agree with me. I just feel like I don't have as much freedom with it. I'm gonna go into this fucking red, and I am literally going to look like Santa. Hail Santa. And I'm gonna use a bigger brush, like a blending brush, because shimmers don't do the same thing as mattes. And so you can just lay a shimmer, like if it's a good shimmer, you can just like blast that motherfucker right over the top of any old thing. Also, I'm not gonna get the same like soft edge with this as I can get here. Let's see how soft I can get that edge. Hail Santa. I like doing this with these more toned down shimmers just because it really draws the light to the inner corner without, I just like it. I feel like it's something different, and it draws in light to the inner corner in a kind of an unusual and different sort of way. Well, I must have the Christmas spirit, because this is Christmassy as fuck, and I actually don't hate it. I don't hate it. Maybe I am the Grinch, and my teensy little dust speckle of a black heart is changed. It's a Christmas miracle. I have a friend who says that at Halloween in the middle of summer. It's very cute. It's a Christmas miracle. Yeah, I'm not pissed at that at all. I think it looks pretty fucking cute. I hate green and red together. You never know what crazy shit is gonna heal your trauma. Or when you're gonna realize it, like when you're sitting here doing a red and green eyeshadow look and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh my god, I think I fucking did this crazy shit and like it healed something. That looks awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty fucking awesome. I mean, I'm also not gonna lie, I feel like why am I still doing it then? I feel like it's a little dark to the brow, but you wanna know what? I'm gonna do something and it's gonna fucking rectify that with the fucking quickness, so fuck it. Damn, I really like that. I really like this palette. It's fucking very cute. Maybe the only reason why I like this palette is because I have always hated Christmas palettes because they always look the same. And now everybody's coming out with Christmas palettes that don't look anything like Christmas palettes. And so then Notoriously Morbid comes out with a Christmas palette that actually looks like a Christmas palette. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. You never know. I am a disagreeable bitch just like that. Now, I do not like flat greens. I don't like flat green shimmers. It's not for me. They're not for me. But I do like lime green a lot, like bright limey green. So I'm going to put on my NYX glitter primer. I'm gonna do something entirely fucking different. I'm gonna use my Big Daddy here, the Made by Mitchell. And the way that I put NYX glitter primer on this is I actually just like take a little tiny bit, like dot it on there, and then I kind of just like pat it all around so that it's like evenly dispersed and not thick. Because I want this to just kind of, you know, flow into that inner corner. I'm not sure why I did that eyelid, but So I did this eye first on accident, so I'm going to do this eye on camera. And then I'm just going to give this a little tappy tap. And I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going to go into this limey green right here with this Fantasy Cosmetica brush that I couldn't find because it was sitting right in front of my fucking face. And then I'm going into this color right here, which I'm having a hard time getting on this brush. There we go. It's kind of busting through now. This is fucking cute. I am having a little bit of trouble with this shade right here, but it's my favorite one, so we can work it out. Okay, so what I did on the other eye is I don't want to do on this eye. So I'm going to try my hardest to calm the fuck down with it. I'm going into this shadow right here, which is actually super fucking cool. There, you can see that. But it didn't look like that when I fucking went in, like fucking guns blazing and shit. With this stupid brush. And then I'm going in with my Old Faithful inner corner highlight brush, and I'm going to go into this light green. You see what's going on here. Yeah, that's what I thought. It just has a hint of a reddish shift, but I can't see it in my inner corner. Oh, wait. No, because here's what I did that I hate myself for, is I went in and I did this with that fucking green, thinking it was going to look super cool. It was really just a fucking disappointment. Because it kind of covered that other color, but actually it looks a lot better this time around. Because I didn't get all fucking crazy and shit. Maybe the Merry Mean one is the best I can do. I can be the Merry Mean one this year. Looks great. And I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. This lime green picks up like crazy good. And this other one picks up like fucking barely. And quite frankly, I'm not mad at how high I went with that, because what seems too high for me these days is actually right where my shit is supposed to be. You know, I feel like Notoriously Morbid is like very masterful at mixing green, and every other color that's not supposed to mix with green. It's actually pretty cool. It makes it, it's just super rebellious, you know what I mean? They mix colors, they're not supposed to go together. It's super fucking cool. I'm gonna go into that lightest color with my pinky just because I'm basically out of MAC Fix Plus and I need a little. And now for my next trick, I'm gonna put that on my eyebrow. Okay, I'm just gonna put that lightest shade on my brow, and I'm not gonna be shy about it because that motherfucker is way too dark for me. Kind of wipe this off and just give this all a little blendy poo. Blending this together. And now I'm gonna go in with that darker tone and kind of just reinforce this. Oh. I don't like it when it looks like, what can I do about that? And then with no product, I'm just gonna kind of go like this. Actually, I am gonna put a little product on there and get there to be a little bit of a distinction between those two. You know what? I'm gonna go back into that red and kind of give it a little more. A little more Christmas spirit. I really like this color. I've been digging a fucking red lately. I got a couple things that have red in them, and now I'm kind of going crazy on red. Cool. Pretty. Okay, that's the finished look. I'm gonna go finish this my face and I'll be back when I'm done. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing because I just actually don't really like the way that that green is like blending in to my cheek, because you guys know I just really like to bring it down. So I brought in the red shimmer on the outside, and I think I'm actually gonna do the same right here. Let me see something here. Because I just don't, you know, I just don't really like a dark green like that as my outside color. Now, I know that most people don't blow their fucking lower lash line the fuck out like I do. So I'm just like lightly and not so lightly right there. I mean, it was a risky move, so I was like pretty careful at first, but it ended up turning, like looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna go with it. And I love it, so. Notoriously Morbid used to send me like a lot of the components that go with their collections, and I wish that they still did that because I actually hate having to use other brands' products to, you know, make this all fit together. Just because I have so much shit that from other, you know, like other brands, like I don't hate it, you know what I mean? I just would like it if I had more like lip products of Notoriously Morbid, which I have a shitload of Notoriously Morbid products, but I don't have any to go with this, and I also don't have a highlighter to go with this. I really like this red. It's very cool. I might even use it as my blush. We'll see. So, this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I actually used my Kiss eye wigs in whatever couture. I was editing this old ass video last night because I want to upload all my older content for you guys that I filmed and never uploaded because you guys told me you wanted it. And so I'm doing it. And I realized like there was a video that I edited yesterday that said what the lashes were, actually the name. And I thought that I had told you guys before, but I actually have told you guys, you just didn't hear it yet. So anyway, so there. Then I actually did use this red as my blush. As you can probably tell, it looks really pretty. I might have gone a little heavy on it. I'm not sure. I don't know what a little heavy means. Like, I'm heavy as fuck. I'm heavier than the Breakdown of Domination by Pantera, but... Okay, and then I actually used this color that I had a hard time getting out. I used that as my highlighter. So, I mean... it all worked. It looks fantastic. And I tried to use this Notoriously Morbid color because it looked like it was going to match, but then when it dried, it was pretty pink. So I had to switch it to, oh, it's Samantha by Unearthly, and I love it. Think it looks perfect. Everything perfection. I used this ColourPop Be My BB. I look like a Christmas tree, and I actually dig it. So there's a first. And what can I say? I really like this palette, and I mean, honestly, I guess what I would say is that I don't love it that... Okay, so here's what I don't love. I don't love it that I thought that this was the deeper shade. You know, I had somebody tell me the other day that they like to use separate all matte palettes with separate shimmer palettes because they don't like it when the shimmers get in their mattes. Well, with Notoriously Morbid, it's kind of the other way around where you'll actually get mattes in your shimmers, but it's funny anyway. I guess the thing I want to say is that I didn't care for the fact that I thought that this was going to be the deeper and this was going to be the lighter. And so now that I know that, I wonder if my look wouldn't be a little bit more dimensional. And I don't like it when my look isn't dimensional. I don't like it when the darkest color goes all the way to the brow. Like, that feels a little yucky, but I do think I pulled some dimension out of it. And I do want to tell you that the teal is the lighter shade. The olive is the darker tone. And it's gonna go deep. I mean, that shit's gonna go deep. So there you have it, there's that. And then the other thing I guess I mostly wanna talk about is that, dude, I don't know why I like this palette. I actually hate Christmas palettes, and I don't know if it's actually my heart or actually that I think the color story is pretty cute. I like it that there's no red mattes. I like it that it's both just green mattes and you have a red option, and then all these greens kind of shift to some form of red. So like, that feels pretty cool to me, and also I think my heart. So both of those things. I fucking dig it more than I thought I would. Well, and honestly, I totally dug the color story when I saw it revealed on Instagram. I wasn't mad at it at all. And so I don't know, like maybe I just have a tiny bit of the Christmas spirit this year, or maybe this is actually just another really cool way that Notoriously Morbid has taken green and mixed it with another color in a way that's like revolutionary and innovative and creative. And a lot of times I look at a Notoriously Morbid palette and I just feel inspired to do something weird, which I did. So I used this, my entire look is with this palette pretty much, except my bronzer and my lipstick. So that's pretty fucking badass. Oh, I was gonna look and see when it launches. I'm pretty sure it launches on Black Friday, which I'm just gonna tell you guys, I don't like it when brands launch shit on Black Friday because it makes it so that we have to spend money on launches when we all want to spend money on deals for makeup that we weren't able to afford during the year. You know what I mean? So that feels like, I don't know. I don't love it. I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like a lot of us, there's launches that we want to buy throughout the year and we're just waiting for Black Friday. And then when like this really good shit launches on Black Friday, and then we're like, oh, fuck, right? Releasing Black Friday along with other exciting goodies. And it doesn't say how much it's going to be, so I'm not sure. You can use my code LOSSED15, LOSSED 15 to save 15% instead of 10. That's pretty fantastic, and that's all there is. There is no more. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you dislike my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Slayer. So, there you go. Merry fucking Christmas.